there, all my Colossum Possum fur babes. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me today. Today we're gonna have so much fun. So I'm actually gonna show you how I create my encapsulated gel nail flame nail art tutorial. So if you'd like to see that, please stay tuned. First thing I want to show off though, like this is one of my favorite shirts, Odd Future represent, like donuts and sprinkles. I do have the matching sneakers as well, which are some of my most favorite shoes on the planet. A few years ago actually, back at Melbourne SneakerCon, I actually got a feature in a sneaker article. It like was published online, which was really cool. I had a photographer stop me and take a photo of my shoes and was like, those are the coolest things ever. So yeah, I always like to, I mean, Tyler the creator is freaking awesome. I love supporting him and his sort of like, I don't know, ability to like spread positivity and like enlighten like, you know, young people, teenagers about living a life of sobriety and a little bit of the sober, straight edge lifestyle. I think it's really cool because I feel like too many celebrities, especially back when I was a teenager, would glamorize like drinking alcohol, doing recreational drugs, and just saying like, oh, this is so cool, this is what being a millionaire is all about. But the fact that he's supporting, like, you know, being a cool straight edge dude, like, I love that. So anytime that I get the opportunity to sort of like, you know, get a really cool piece of merch of his that actually fits into my aesthetic, I'm like, heck yes, supporting like-minded individuals. So I'm gonna stop my blabbing and get into the tutorial. So first item, I use my structure gel, and I've got this new nail oil to try. This is from Blossom Cuticles, and this is the lavender scent. It's literally got real life like dry flowers inside, and oh my gosh, it smells super beautiful. So first what I'm doing, I'm going to show you from scratch how I actually apply my nail tips because so many people ask me. So I've got my little spray bottle from Daiso. I find it the easiest way to sort of spray alcohol onto my nail. So what I am going to do, fill up my little alcohol bottle, spray my nails. See these new little nail art holders which I have? So these allow me to actually make sets of nails, like press on nails without them being attached to my nails. So stay tuned for some future videos of me showing you my nail art videos, because I feel like, you know, I can only wear one set of nails at a time, so I'm pretty slow putting out nail art tutorials, but this is definitely going to speed up the process. So what I do first with my little cuticle snipper, I use this to just sort of get any of the dead skin like off the bed of my nail. So this is totally essential, like if you want your press-on nails to last super long time, if you don't get all the dead skin off your nail, because it's kind of like, I don't want to say like chewy, rubbery, you know, skin is soft. The nail glue isn't going to want to stick to that because it's too squishy, so that's why we have to remove it. Some people get super scared about this because they're like, oh my gosh, what if I cut myself, what if I bleed? I mean, the more times you practice, I promise you, the better that you'll get. Like, I mean, the first couple of times I did this, I did go a little too far back and then, you know, nick myself. Same as when you're first learning to shave your legs. I feel like when I was like, you know, a teenager, just starting shaving, I mean, the better I got, the slower, you know, they say slow and steady wins the race. The slower that I would go, I realized the less frequently that I would cut myself on accident. Otherwise, if I'm like in a rush, like more likely than not that I am gonna slip and, you know, make a little boo-boo, but that's okay. Yeah, I just find this so satisfying, getting all that junk like off my nail, and then it's like super smooth. Oh my god, like literal nail porn. This is my favorite part of the process. As someone who likes to like pick pimples and blackheads and stuff, you know, watching your Dr. Pimple Popper, we see you. It is like so therapeutic to me. Oh my gosh, I just love, like I could rewatch this part of the video back and forth. I just find it so satisfying seeing the cuticle removal. So good. So to treat my really dry cuticles afterwards, I'm just popping on a little bit of that Blossom cuticle oil, and man, it smells so good. I think I actually did this the night before, because normally I give my cuticles like a day or so to rest, so if I know I'm going to be doing my nails the next day, I'll just do it the night before, because then the cuticle oil has longer to sort of sit on my fingies and sort of absorb into the skin and stuff. Otherwise, like after this step, I'd probably, if you don't have a whole night to wait, like I'd probably just wait for like maybe 10 minutes or so, you know, have a drink, have some tea, chill out. So now what I'm gonna do is sort of create a rough surface for the fake nail to stick on top of. So I'm just sort of roughing up my nail bed to create like a more sort of porous, gritty sort of texture, just so the glue will stick a lot better, and this is gonna make your press-on nail last longer. Alternatively, if you want to put a set of nails on and you want to take them off like the next day, maybe you're just putting them on for like a show or an event or something, if you put nail oil on your nails and you don't buff your nails so your nails are really smooth and like oily, that is going to make it really easy to pop off your nails. Like if you guys watch my previous makeup tutorial where I did the really long nails, that's what I did. So I put the nail oil down first just so my nails were really slippery. But yeah, here's what I've done. I took some of my alcohol to spray my nail bed to sort of like act as like a nail dehydrator. They sell specific nail dehydrators and I have bought some. Next video I'm going to be trying it out for the first time. It's actually from a brand called Trey She. But by spraying your nail dehydrator, or for the purposes of this video I only have alcohol, so I spray my alcohol on my nail to dehydrate it, and that again will make the nails last longer. So if you do these 3 steps, oh wait, is that 2 steps or 3? I'm real bad with numbers, okay? But yeah, if you, oh, it is 3 steps, I wasn't wrong. If you cut your cuticles, step 1. If you spray it with alcohol to dehydrate it, step 2, and then if you file it to create a really rough surface, step 3. All 3 of those steps like sort of go together, and that's what's going to help your artificial nails last the longest. If you don't want your nails to last a long time, like you just want to pop them off the next day or 2, don't do these steps. So here what I'm doing, I have taken my bag of nail tips and sorted out which ones sort of fit the size to my finger. It's okay if they're a little bit bigger, but if they're too small, there's going to get little air bubbles underneath and they're going to pop off. So if they're too big for your nail, that's what I do. I file the nail bed part just so it fits. So see here, I'm just testing out, making sure everything fits and I don't need to file them anymore. Normally, I don't know why, out of habit, I just always start with my left hand. I think because I'm right-handed. It probably makes sense if I would do my right hand first, because my left hand is my non-dominant hand. So with the claws stuck on me, I'm gluing it. So that's a little bit backwards. Probably would be easier to glue the nails onto my right hand if I didn't have any claws on. But, you know, logic. I can't explain why I do what I do sometimes. It's just that's why we call it a habit. actually roughing up the nail surface of the fake nail. So what this is going to do, just because we're using gel nail polishes today, and gel nail polishes last a lot longer than your normal sort of polishes, but also with the UV lamp they dry a lot quicker, so that's why I find them super convenient to use. The only downside is if your nails are too shiny or too slippery, the gel polish is going to want to peel off, it's not going to want to stick to them. So that's why I'm buffing up the nail surface, so my gel polishes will more likely want to stick and adhere to them better, so it doesn't cause any peeling or anything like that. And again, I'm going to spritz with a little bit of alcohol, and here comes the part where I cut my nails. You can cut them as short or leave them as long as you want, totally up to personal preference. Normally I'm working in a retail makeup store environment, so I do have to have short nails just for health and safety purposes, but on the weekends I've got my press-on nails and like enjoying myself. So yeah. Otherwise, like, see, my nails are quite short at the moment just for work. So as you see, I'm sort of cutting like that V shape I was telling you about. Because we're doing stiletto tips, that's going to make it a lot easier and take a lot shorter time to file them. Otherwise, if you just cut them straight across, you're really going to have to file the sides to get that like point. So cutting them in the shape that you want them to be already does half the work for you. Like if you were doing coffin tip nails, you could cut them that way and then, you know, do an extra snip on the end. After you cut your V, you could just go straight across the end again. Yeah, just depending what sort of shape that you would like to do. And then here comes the most time consuming part. So that is actually like filing them to the shape you want. So I mean, if you can find nails which are the length and the shape that like your favorite, I would buy them in bulk. So if you're gonna be doing your press-on nails like this forever, I would stock up on your favorites, so then you don't have to like file them every single time, because in the long run it's gonna save you a lot of time. But yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna speed up through this. I mean, you guys know how to file nails, you know. You got the point, so enjoy! Okay, so now that we've done our other hand off camera, we've got all of our nails nice and sharp, filed to the points that we like. So now it's time to prep for our gel polish. Spritz with a bit of alcohol just to remove any of that nail dust. I mean, probably want to wash your hands as well. And just using a paper towel to wipe off any crud or anything gross on the nail. And then you'll want to go in with your foundation layer. So you only want to cure this one for about 10 seconds just so it sets and creates that nice sort of base for all of your next polishes to go on top of. This one is from my favorite vegan gel nail polish brand called Gelish. They are a little bit more expensive, but I found that the higher quality gel polishes cure a lot quicker. So if I buy like really cheap ones from eBay, like they take a million years, like I'm not kidding you, to cure under the UV lamp. It could just be the quality of my UV lamp. If you have a really strong quality lamp, it can probably cure the cheap shitty polishes a lot better. But see, I sort of did the opposite. So I had bought a quite cheap, affordable lamp. Mine was about 35 bucks. And then my polishes are like pretty high quality. So like they don't take any time at all to cure. Like they cure at like light speed. I love these. Can't highly recommend Gelish enough. Like they're the best nail polish brand I've ever used, hands down. So worth the price. Like they're top quality. Like these little nails I've got on now, actually I made them like, I swear, like more than 6 months ago, and I just popped them off and reused them. I think this is I just popped them off and reused them. I think this is the second time that I am reusing them. So after we cure those for 10 seconds, now we're gonna go in with our structure gel. I didn't have any clear, so today I'm just using like this really soft pastel pink color, but we're only gonna do, I think, 1 layer of it. So if you do more layers, you'll see the pink more, but if you do less, you won't see as many. But the structure gel is what makes your artificial nails, gives them that thickness, so they're not super flimsy, and if you bump them on something, they're gonna crack and split down the middle and like break straight away. So the more layers of structure gel that you do, the stronger and thicker that the nails are gonna be. I mean, everybody has personal preference. I really like the chunky, like bubble nails. I love thick nails. Some people prefer them really, really thin, but for me, I find when I'm doing thin nails with press-ons, they don't last very long. Like they don't last very long. For me, they only last about like a week or so, and like with thicker nails, they can last me like 2.5 to 3 weeks. So with the structure gel, I am going to cure that for 45 seconds and then do a second coat. And with this coat, I'm not curing it all the way, so I've only put it under my UV lamp for 10 seconds because I still want it to stay pretty sticky, because that's what's going to help these chunky glitters stick to my nails. This glitter stack that I'm using, I think it's called the Colorful Cutie Glitter Stack. This one is from OMFG Cosmetics. I'll link all the products down below. These are actually cosmetic grade glitters, so you can use them as eyeshadows, but I really enjoy using them in my nail art. It is so stunning. So what I'm doing, I'm just using my fluffy eyeshadow brush just to sort of press the glitters into the wet nail polish. So after I've cured the glitters into my nails, that's going to help them stick, but you still want to do another layer of clear gel polish just to sort of, you know, seal them in. I mean, oh my gosh, look at those sparkles. How stunning are they? Like, these are one of my favorite glitters, hands down. They're like really cute, like hexagon shaped. I just love the way they're cut. So see, I've got 2 bottles of my Top It Off gel polish. See how I've squiggled in black Sharpie on one? That is the contaminated bottle, which I use for glitters. Otherwise, if I used my like good bottle, which hasn't been like contaminated and junked up with glitter, I'm gonna have glitter on every set of nails I do, which I mean pretty much I do anyways, because I only do glitter nails. So if that's not a priority to you, you don't really need 2 bottles. But yeah, I've got 2 because the like contaminated one that I've labeled, I use that whenever I'm doing glitter polishes. Because like it's inevitable, no matter how clean you try to be, I feel like I always get at least 1 fleck of glitter go back into my nail polish bottle. What can you do? The price to be sparkly. Okay, so once you've done that, you want to cure that top coat for 45 seconds, and I've just sprayed it with a little bit of alcohol just to get that sticky residue off, just wiping it with a paper towel. And I actually did 2 layers of the clear top coat just to sort of seal everything in. So after the second layer, and after I cure that and wash my hands, I'm actually filing away the top of my nails. So if you feel glitter, it's chunky, right? And I don't want my nails to feel like really rough and chunky, so that's why I'm filing it to make it smooth. So you can still see the glitter, but you just can't feel the glitter. I mean, I'm a little bit of a freak like that. I hate just feeling that rough texture. Like, I'm almost a little bit like triggered every time I do. I'm a bit like, no, like I literally like get cold chills, like very cringy. Like if I see a spider or something, I'm just like, no, absolutely not. Not gonna cut it. I've got to have really smooth nails. Just a personal pet peeve of mine. But yeah, once you've got your nails filed as smooth as you want, go wash your hands to get all the extra like dust and powder off. Also, I always recommend make sure you are wearing a mask, because that's going to prevent you from inhaling any of this gross stuff like in your lungs. I always wear a mask. I've got a really cute one like Marie from Aristocats that I got at Tokyo Disney Sea. That's my favorite one to wear. I mean, if you've got a cute mask, then you're more likely to want to put it on because you're just like, oh, this is so aesthetic and cute. So that's what motivates me to be safe. And what I've done here, I'm actually just using one of these normal nail gel polishes. This one isn't a gel nail polish. It just says French Formula Color by TVN, their vegan nail polish brand. And the color that I'm using today, the blue, this is called Ice Queen. And I've mixed it with my Gelish top coat. And now I'm just sort of creating the flames. First I start with like the top part of the flame. So I'll take like my nail detail brush and I'll just sort of like create like a little squiggle. And once I get once I'm happy with the shape that I've got, then I start to sort of paint and bring that nail polish down to the end of my nail. And I ended up doing 2 layers of this just so the blue was like more solid. The more gel polish which you mix in with your colored nail polish, the faster that it will cure. But if you put too much of the clear gel polish in it, you're not going to see as much of the blue, so it's going to be kind of like, you know, like a translucent see-through color. So yeah, that's the only downfall. So that means I've got to put more layers of the blue on just so you can see it and it's more like pigmented and opaque. So that's why I do 2 layers. And then next what I do, I cure that layer for 45 seconds in my UV lamp. And then I do a second layer of the blue. I didn't show that on camera just because I was like, oh, you guys already saw the first time. So I just went over it the second time. And then I cure that 45 seconds as well. Now I've just moved on to doing my pink flames. The reason I did one hand blue, one hand pink is because I was doing like a sort of Harley Quinn inspired look, as always, but also blue and pink are always my favorite colors, so I really love them. The pink color that I'm using, it's also from Color by TBN, so this color is called Pretty EMZ or EMZ, depending which country you're in. If you're in Australia, we say Z as the last letter of the alphabet, or America, where I'm from, we say Z. Actually, I had no idea until I heard my husband, we did like an online order years ago, like probably 10 years ago, from Hot Topic, and a lady on the phone was like asking him to spell out an email or something like that, and he said blah 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 letter Z, like he was spelling it like A-B-Z, whatever, and she was like, sorry, can you repeat that? Z, what's that? Like, and he was like, oh, as if you don't know, like, you know what I mean? He was like, and I was like, I don't know, I never actually heard that before. I felt so dumb. Then when I came here, actually one of my closest friends, his name is Zed, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And then I just started like, went down this sort of like wormhole and like sort of thinking about my life, because like one of my favorite video games, if you guys know, I've actually got the chainsaw from Juliet Starling from the video game Lollipop Chainsaw, but Jimmy Urine from Mindless Self-Indulgence, one of the coolest bands ever, like, you know, what a throwback. I love those guys. Oh my gosh. But he did the voice acting for one of the villains in the video game, and his name was Zed as well. He was like this really crazy, like, he had like liberty spikes and stuff, like this super like gothy like zombie. Oh my gosh, so cool. Speaking of Jimmy Uringer, oh my god, he has been like on the ball lately. Have you watched like his YouTube account? He has been doing some I love his reactions to TikTokers using his songs from Mindless Self-Indulgence in like their TikTok videos. Like, he is like such a hard face. Like, he's really hard to impress. Like, he speaks his mind, no filter, and he's just like the funniest person. I just love watching his reactions. Believe it or not, random fact about Jimmy Uringer, or Jimmy Urine from Mindless Self-Indulgence, he actually appeared in a cameo of a Marvel movie. If you know which movie, please comment down below and let me know if you've seen the movie of him acting. Did you know Jimmy Urine was in a Marvel movie? I mean, okay, I'll tell you. Sneak. So the movie is Guardians of the Galaxy. He was like an extra. He wasn't there for too long, but yeah. And yeah, talking about Jimmy Urine, I hope that he has a cameo, because, you know, Gerard Way is married to Lizzie, is that her name, from the band? MSI, they've been married for like 10 years, but does that mean there's going to be a cameo in Umbrella Academy? Maybe? That's just my skepticism though. What do you guys think? But oh my gosh, I love how these nails turned out. They're just so cute. And what I'm going to do just to finish off the whole look is put some of my Blossom Cuticle Oil. I actually found this stuff on iHerb. Have you guys ever shopped on iHerb? One of my favorite things to buy is actually a company called Be Fresh. They do this vitamin B gum, and man, this chewing gum, like, it is meant to like curb your appetite a little bit, but also give you like a boost of energy, like vitamins, like, you know, B12, B5. When you have an energy drink, they have a lot of B vitamins in there. But yeah, it just sort of wakes me up when I chew some. My favorite is the bubblegum flavor. But yeah, I ended up adding this on to my last purchase from iHerb. So good. I'm definitely gonna try out the other scents of the cuticle oil, because the lavender, this one smells amazing. And we're done! Thank you so much for watching today. I hope that you enjoyed seeing me create these super cool flame nails. I really had a fun time doing it. Like, I feel like these are probably the best nails that I made so far. Like, seriously, 1 point. I don't know, like, I've really outdone myself. I don't know if I can come up with anything better ever again. I feel like I've reached the ceiling with my creativity. So don't be disappointed if my next videos aren't as good, because, like, I mean, hopefully I keep getting better and better. I mean, as an artist, that's what you hope to do to grow, but I feel like it's hard to top like 100. But I'm sure I'll come up with something. You all inspire me so much and always feed me, like, help fuel my sort of creative energy, like all of your suggestions and feedback, which I really, really love and appreciate. So again, I just want to thank you for that, and thank you for being so engaging, like, in the comments. You always ask me questions and, like, give suggestions and just such positive, like, feedback, which inspires me to keep, which is literally the sole reason I'm still inspired to keep doing YouTube and keep making videos like this. I mean, as I opened up to you guys in my last couple of videos, I've been dealing with a bit of, like, struggle, like mental health and stuff. I don't know, not just feeling as bright and shiny of a personality as I normally do. And when I feel that way, I don't want to get on camera, because I don't feel like I'm putting positivity out, like, into the world, and I don't want to put negativity out into the world. So when I'm not feeling like my 100%, I just sort of, like, you know, crawl up in my Snuggie. I've got a Kingdom Hearts Snuggie, by the way. Best purchase ever, no regrets. And just curl up in my Kingdom Hearts Snuggie on my couch, just, like, watching Netflix, just sort of, like, zone out, doing my own thing. But yeah, you guys sort of coaxed me out to come and, like, I don't know, engage with the world and, like, put myself out there again. And it feels nice, because, I mean, normally I am pretty, not like a recluse, what's the word? I'm pretty introverted, I guess. Everyone, that's like a buzzword at the moment, to be an introvert. But I've always felt that way. But I love when my friends and you guys who are followers of mine just sort of encourage me to keep on keeping on. And I hope that in some way I can encourage you guys to do the same, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And that's coming from the heart. Okay, done being a cornball. I'm gonna go now. See you next time. Mwah.